How you doing, man? Good. You too, man. What you got? Access to what? Go to the police department. You go in the front door, the first door on the right, the track house. And they should have a right there. Yeah, there you go. That's right. Well, yeah, just go to the police department and the first door on the right. Hey, man, thank you.
Evening,
Hey, all right.
right,
Guys,
head outside. As soon as I didn't know.
how you doing?
Been better, been worse too, so I guess on that,
You're
here,
here.
I'm doing all right.
You're here.
Yeah, yeah, and these days that takes on a whole new meaning. Thank you.
Hello, how you doing?
Good evening.
Good evening, how are y'all?
Good.
Hey, you have to, something about the sound under. Yeah, something. told him to. We make sure, you might run down there and make sure, cause I might have said the wrong thing. But we want to make sure.
I'm just looking at my record.
You see, y'all don't check you out like that. See, I come every day to see what I got, cause I'm on this thing. And I like coming. Yes, you do. See, y'all, I'm tired. Okay, yeah, thank you. Y'all see it now, see it working. Okay, I'm good. Oh, yes. Oh, come on. That one baby, that one boy. Why choose? You don't rub it in. I'm gonna rub it in on you. You gotta why that baby grown for the tree. So.
Your grand exit last night. I said your grand exit last night. That was good. Your meeting, ordinance, so 38, is anybody check to see this? And I just want to see, so that was a sign still out there. I was set up last time, check. They pulled out all the tests that come out, some came in and wrong, and there's a different bad. But it's stands a little bit. And then something superseded. And I just want to find out if anybody can see if this can help. We can try to get. Trying to buy some property.
Oh, okay.
I said, I'm buying some property, I just close to your place. Downstream. You know, where it's selling. So we can't go. Welcome to the promotion, sorry. I got a sister name, so it's a big easier. I'll watch you back. The biggest thing, stop being information, fashion things, when I have that belief, yeah.
They have a lot. They have a. Oh, okay. You look at your, cheap, the night, less than the night. You can see the purchase order for national night out.
Yes, ma'am.
We have to go on the national night out. Yeah, okay.
So what about?
The national night out.
Okay.
Which we did.
Okay,
Yeah, we got to vote on this.
if I can get this, call it.
Yeah, we did vote.
I can get my right. It's required.
Okay. I see it in the book. It's after hours. District change. Sex. I just making them now. Just go down and look out. But I think. Yeah. Well, you know. Oh, I got that price too. State exams. I was reading it today. That's why I did. Some of the things that they had.
Any news that she's not with. Yes, now. So now we have a news going for us. As much as possible. So. So videos,
What time?
You got it. Okay, you got to get through. Okay.
She got all the dress. They got all the Yeah, that's what I want to He done real fine. So, yeah.
Everybody, we'll get started as soon as one more city council member comes to welcome forward. So they can take the talk. Oh, yeah.
Is all that. That's not something that I think they go around. Something else. Okay.
Good evening. Welcome to the Selma City Council, Tuesday, July 26, 2022 meeting. This meeting is officially called to order. At this time, I'm going to ask that Councilman Carmichael please provide us with the word of invocation.
Dear Lord, we thank you for this beautiful day, we thank you for this beautiful city, thank you for all the citizens, the mayor, council, and we pray that we can work together to move forward. And dear Lord, I ask you to be with us as we deliberate tonight, let us be kind and respectful and honest. Christ, we pray.
Amen. Let's all stand for the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, everyone. You may be seated. At this time, I'll ask our clerk to perform our roll call. Good evening. Present. Here.
Present.
Present.
Here. Thank you, Madam Clerk, for our roll call. Please turn your attention to our agenda. The character trait of the month is motivation. To stimulate someone's interest or desire in doing something creative. Let's all remember our character trait of the month, motivation. Council, now before us, we have the approval of the agenda. I just have two additions that we need to make. One was inadvertently left off was Sergeant Thomas. He'll be here to talk to us under citizens' concerns. That's Sergeant Willie Thomas. And then also, we will have a public hearing following our citizens' concerns. So those are the two additions that were inadvertently left off of our agenda for the evening. Is there a motion to approve said agenda with those additions? All right, please allow the minister to reflect that it was moved by Councilman Johnson and properly seconded by Councilman Carmichael to approve our agenda with those additions as stated by the chair. Are we ready for the question? Roll call, Madam Clerk. Yes.
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 Yes. Thank you, council, for your approval for our agenda. Now we will have our consent agenda for Tuesday, July 26, 2022. We have a total of 6 items that are up for consent vote this evening. Item number 1, to approve resolution R 238-21/22, authorizing the city of Selma to join the state of Alabama and other local governments as participants in current and future opioid settlements. Item number 2, to approve resolution R 239-21/22 for the fire department to accept lawnmower gift from Bush Hall Equipment. Item number 3, to approve resolution R 241-21/22. Approval of agreements between the city of Selma and Alabama Department of Environmental Management and Alabama Department of Conservation and Natural Resources. Item number 4, to approve a contractual agreement between the city of Selma and the Alabama Department of Environmental Management. Item number 5, to approve a budget transfer for public buildings for 3 air conditioning units for the Performing Arts Center in the amount of $32,330. A purchase with Air Pro Heating and Air LLC to supply and install all labor and materials to replace existing systems at Performing Arts Center in the amount of $32,300, with funding dispersed from account number 1-6022-.51036 and to be reimbursed from American Rescue Plan funds. And to approve resolution R 244-21/22 for Performing Arts Center for air conditioning replacement. And then item number 5, to approve a budget transfer for the fire department to cover expenses for travel and training and vehicle maintenance, to transfer $20,000 to account number 1-6500-51029 and $25,000 to account number 1-6500-51037 for a total of $45,000 to be transferred from account number 1-6500-51044. Those are the 6 items that we have up for consent vote tonight. Is there any discussion? Are there any questions? Hearing no questions, is there a motion to approve our consent agenda for Tuesday, July 26, 2022? Second. All right, please allow this to reflect that it was moved by Councilman Harvey and properly seconded by Councilman Johnson to approve our consent agenda for Tuesday, July 26, 2022. Are we ready for the question? Roll call, Madam Clerk. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you, Council, for your vote and approval of those 6 items. Our next item on the agenda is the approval of our council meeting minutes. And at this time, we'll ask our clerk to please perform that action for us. So that date, June 28, 2022. July 12th. Okay. July 12th, 2022. Council, the clerk has provided us with our minutes. Are there any questions, additions, deletions, or comments concerning said minutes?
So move this for the.
All right, is there a second to approve the minutes? Please allow the minutes to reflect that it was moved by Councilwoman Jamie Thomas and properly seconded by Councilman Clay Carmichael to approve our July 12th, 2022 minutes. Are we ready for the question? Roll call, Madam Clerk. Yes.
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 Yes. Thank you, Council, for your votes of approval of our minutes. Now, are there any announcements that need to be made this time? Are there any announcements?
Yes, I'd like to make an announcement.
Yes, ma'am.
I would like to make an announcement. August 2nd, we're supposed to have our 7th district congress here. The Arts Revive, it has been changed to August the 8th. And the time is from 11 in the morning to 1.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
District 7 with our Senator,
Councilwoman Sue.
Woman Sewell is to be here, or was supposed to be here August second,
Okay,
but will not be, it has been changed. They sent out, that will be August the 8th.
August 8th, okay.
And also, I would like to reschedule my Ward 7 meeting. I wanted to have it that second Monday, but we are going to reschedule it because of the person that helps me with my meeting. He will be on drill to me, and I will let you know the schedule like him here for this project.
All right. Any other announcements? Go ahead, Councilman Carmine.
Ward 3, they have a cleanup on Saturday. You know, we're going to start Saturday at about 6:00 a.m. Saturday morning. We'll meet again at 7:30 for all those that like to sleep in. And Arsenal Place Accelerator, 22 Church Street. And then those that like to sleep really late, St. Paul's Episcopal Church has a cleanup that morning. So we got 3 different times, so everybody can get out and come out and help us. We're just gonna be cutting right away, trimming some limbs, things like that. You're picking up trash. Thanks to Councilwoman Jamie Thomas and Keep Out Love Beautiful. They're gonna give us some supplies, garbage tags and stats and picker uppers and all that good stuff. We appreciate that.
Thank you very much. Any other announcements?
The last one.
Yes, sir.
Also, I would like to, with a matter of time, that we will have our, for the roller club that donated the equipment for the kids in our park over at the Rutgers Park. Also, I would like to have I hope someone in the family, the Rutgers family is listening. We want to have that family here that day. I said today, once he's just about through, that family will be there to honor what we have brought in that park, because we did not have any equipment for the kids. And these equipment are music type equipment. And that's what I do today. We do have little kids from 4 to 5, 6-year-old have opportunity to have something nice in the community.
Thank you very much. Any other announcements? All right, hearing no more announcements, let's go to our citizens' concerns. We're asking all citizens to remember you have 5 minutes to make a presentation. Nothing personal, we just try to follow all the rules. So in 5 minutes, you will be told time. We'll start first with Sergeant Willie Thomas. He's here to discuss the veterans law. Let's give him a round of applause. Good to see you. Good evening.
Good evening.
To Councilman, thank you for allowing me to come up again. I'm not going to take up too much of the time, because I'm going to do real quick. It's just a reminder of the walk that we're going to have August 6th, honoring the veteran John Barbie. So we were hoping that everyone would come out and support that walk. That's going to walk across the bridge to Monument and back across. That's Patricia Barbie. She will be here, and so we're going to try to get her across the bridge. Back, so we would like for all y'all to come out and support the veterans. So that's what we got. I got calls from Texas, California, Delaware. They're all going to be here to support. Thank you, State of Alabama, American Legion, and the DFW. So they're going to be here with a lot of bike riders, clubs, and we're going to have also tours. And that's what I want to comment. Just say I'll just come out and now will, citizen and councilman, and show your support for the veteran. I say, Selma, we are full veterans. We have a lot of veterans here in Selma. So we want to try to, do something for them, keep their heads up, and just look out for each other. So that's all I say. Thank you very much.
Can you tell us the time?
The time is 10 o'clock a.m. So,
Hopefully, we have today again.
August the 6th.
August 6th.
Yes.
Good.
So, and hopefully we'll see y'all there.
We'll be there.
All right, we'll be here. All right. Let's keep that in mind, August 6th, everybody. Let's have a big turnout. is a veterans town. We know that, I think, Councilwoman Thomas has said that before. This is a veteran city. So let's show some love for our veterans. All right. Now we'll go on to next, Pastor Watson. For the fence and park, Pastor Watson.
Feel like God, and first thing, God gave us a church here in Selma. We have about 3 years. We've invested thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars in this city, out of taxes, and we do. We have programs that was keep through that for the other day for a year and a half. So there's limitation when it comes to this city. So now we have to that you also set out together and not over there, but that field that lived out church. You need a fence of church. It's been needed a fence of church. We have inherited a problem, meaning the ones who were there before us had the problem, but we had the problem. And the problem is all about hitting out. It's problem. But we want students coming out there, even coaches, put up our fence, tear down our fence, put up the fence, trying to get over. Jump in the fence. We try to do all kinds of things possible for peace sake. And the reason I say for peace sake, because we put cones down the side, now we call police because they're threatened by our own property. We own this property. We all can God sent us to do it. We come to this city under God's guidance. They have a ministry. He told us, but then they will stop this plan. Believe it. Okay, so now we need a fence, and we need a fence because now we've been threatened. You went to the city, police department, you feel like we need a fence now. We talked to 2 or 3 of your council members. One is out, one for that district, said we need a fence now. We need a fence for peace sake. We don't need a fence. The park need a fence. Everybody been using our fence to stop their balls because there's no fence on that side. There's no fence over there, period. The only fences that are there is around the clubhouse, down here, and they have about 16, excuse me, they have about 16, we have about 16 feet of fences over there on the tennis court. But tennis balls don't bust and break them. But the necessity to keep the problem from going over there is getting escalated to the citizens over the homeowners. Y'all got 16 foot fence. Well, anybody know about all hard come to say who have more damage. So we had people that jump the fence, go to the side of our fence, run into the fence without the cars. We doubled it, trying to make peace. We went out there, they killed our grass. Now we pass by and see corn, we see fresh grass. We're trying to bring something to the city of Selma when it comes to soul salvation. And since we've been here in Selma, we see a great need for soul salvation. And all kind of ways, we heard other people say the same thing since we've been here and now when we get yesterday and all that. So we ready to go. We ready to get them. We bring salvation that's going to lead us further than here, which plays it all together and not here. So that's what we're here for. Guided by the Spirit of God, told how to get to Selma, and that's what we get. We're not begging at y'all today. You're not seeing us on no covers, begging for no money on no streets. You ain't seen us having no car wash for no money. You ain't seen us having no body for no money. We believe what God wills, He will provide. And He has provided. He's providing for us ministry, and the old Salvation Army is our ministry. And we've been told that it's never looked like it looks now in the history of that army. Well, we are working for God. We're stewards of God. And we're trying to do the best we can and operate under those guidelines of God. So we're asking for the city to put a city fence out there for the city so people that's out there being involved and throw them on the outside and creep up nuisance. We're trying to serve God. We're trying to praise and serve God. And I do believe if y'all go to church, I believe you're not going to have that problem with no balls at y'all's church. So that's what we asking the city to put them on a fence out there so to keep the peace. Don't fence, keep the peace. So to keep the peace and everybody can play their ball and all stay over there. We got a street that separates the city over there in our property. So the balls can stay over there on the city property where it's supposed to be and not on our property.
We told the chief, we don't want nobody to come onto our property for no reason, because we broke it 4 times. We lost, go ahead. You know this. We've been broke in 4 times, okay? So we don't want nobody on our property, no more except the church, because people in the disguise of the ball come case things out and break through. We had $2,500 broken into coming on that bar, which is dark. It's supposed to be a dummy car, but they got it all down there. Straight down. We've had caps about $1,000, $1,500. All kind of steel doors, everything else that been broken in. Well, we didn't ask somebody for that. Well, God will, He will provide. So He provided for that, and it's still there. We're not going up because God says, He said, nothing else will stop us. Because hell can't stop the prayer and progress of God. So we are asking for the council to vote on a positive thing for offense, not for us, we got time. But for the city.
Yes, sir.
Wait,
Councilman Johnson, please.
okay.
Well, I agree with Councilor Law.
Thank you, sir.
Watson. Thank you, because anytime you ride down Franklin Street, you see your lovely wife, that is an awesome job. She's a beautiful.
She's a blessing.
It's a beautiful
Thanks.
scene. The work, the fence line, the grass, everything's fine. I agree. That's the Franks field that they got, and I think the Little League and all the students, maybe Selma students, they practice that. If the outfield is throwing all foul ball, it definitely comes over the outside. We don't have to put a fence all the way around, but we do need to put one
On that side.
On that side. Thank you, sir. There's no doubt. I looked at it, and also the board, Johnson looked at it, I think you saw it as well. I'm not sure that the Johnson talked about it, but he chairperson of the Recreation Department, but myself and I talked with the chairman and both agreed that fence need to be there. They got to figure out where the money comes from, talk with the Recreation Department head. But the Johnson won't say, but I want you to know that we definitely on board with it. How soon will get it done? It will get done. If we have to come out of all these months, I think that something can be done. The preparation on that needs to be done, because again, I don't see damage, no more problem about it. Very climate fence, 100 fence, because y'all did an awesome job, and I think
We're going to continue to support sales, because that's a thing that God blessed us with, just like anchoring. Again, I said, we spent hundreds of thousands of dollars, paying the fee, all right, and everything.
Will the Councilman Jennison, the Councilman Thomas, they will finish up. Go ahead, Councilman.
Thank you. We talked in the past over the phone. I think it really is a cell.
Thank you.
And all you do. It definitely is in need of this and that in the area. Like I said, not all the way around, but protect your property.
Thank you. Appreciate
And
it.
I would give this Henry to talk about it and find out if they got another one or something. That's been done down, it's probably down. Like I said, we do everything we can to get done. Protect your property.
Thank you. We appreciate
And
it.
I thank you very much.
Councilman Thomas.
I like to speak in behalf of, that's school property over there where that ball field is. I think that the school has enough money to put that fence up.
Thank you.
They have millions of dollars, and I think that since it's a part of the city school, I think that should took that to the it should have went to the public school board, because even though that the kids be out there playing and stuff like that, but I think that they should be able to put a fence up across that line.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Can I catch one of the comments?
Councilman Harden.
Okay. Right, remind everybody how much money the city, that the school system has.
They have a lot of money.
Selma City School System receives $75 million a year.
Thank you, sir.
Go ahead,
So
Councilman.
we need to look into that now, but the city keep all that recreation park, keep all the law. We need to be precise, do the school own that or do the city own that? Now, we cut down, the school got their own people cut their own grass, but our recreation department cut that grass diligently all the time. Now, they may have a use of the park, but now we need to look into that, not down you, but my point is, I think the city own that park.
All right, anybody else? I'm gonna make a final comment. First of all, I passed by there, you and I and your wife, well, even I think we had a very lengthy conversation.
I thought that was your way, sure. I thought that was you.
No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I thought it was. I know that when I was, I said, that just like the same number running for the church. Talk about how, talk about
That's right, that's right.
he said, I know you're a preacher. You talk like a preacher.
Not a British.
You know what I'm saying?
I did. So first of all, I commend you and your wife. Thank you for wishing the area. The area is beautiful. When you pass by there, you can't help but smile because you brought a lot of light in that area. Not only with what you're doing, but also aesthetic, the way it looks. It's bright, it's beautiful. So thank you for that. What I was going to recommend was, first of all, the Councilman Johnson went there with it, and several other council members went there too. What I really want to recommend is that we refer this matter to our council, to our lawyer, and that we look to see, first of all, find out who actually owns that bit of property where the fence will go. And so once we find out who actually owns it, and then we understand that there are different entities that use it. Perhaps this might be something in the school that do it 100%. We all do 100%, and we can do a partnership and do it jointly. And then we got to find out where our funds will come if we are able to use funds. Because when you're involved in certain things, you have to make sure you do it legally. So this is a matter I think we need to have our lawyers look at and find out who owns it, and then speak to the appropriate people at the school system. And so I would also recommend, and we could help you find the school board and perhaps get on their agenda as well. And let them know about it. That's what I'm saying. So city Selma owns it. Okay, so city Selma owns it. But still, that's something that we can look into maybe from partnership with the school system. So we're going to still refer it to the attorney and get us back something legally, and we'll see what we can actually. Yes, sir.
I understand everything you said. What I'm want to make sure of is that I know where we're talking about. We're talking about the park next to what used to be the Salvation.
Correct.
Next to what used to be
Baseball park, baseball.
right there by what used to be the
But it's still hard.
Salvation Army and the ball field.
Just Salvation Army in the ball.
I get that, but I'm fixing this.
Baseball, old tennis
court, basically I used to work.
golf and tennis court.
Okay. Tennis court, baseball field, practice field.
Right, and also because we've had this before, to make sure, perhaps attorney, you all should share each other's phone numbers, so you may need to do a site visit like before, just to make sure.
I like to come one. I just want to make sure that we're
Okay, can y'all make sure you give him your phone number, all kinds of information, y'all trade that, and y'all can be in discussions as well. All right? Yes, Councilman Carter.
Just for clarification, the city of Selma also sells hospital. So, it's just that's the way the city of Selma owns a lot of school properties. So we need to find out whether that's part of that, having that lease or whatever, that property, I'm sure the outline.
And that's not to belabor the point, but we need to make sure we discuss this with the school system and all stakeholders. So we can all try to be in the same input, saying the same stuff. Okay?
Congratulations. You talked about running. You want to stand before, and stand before the body. The council, appreciate y'all. All we want is right, and all we want is peace. I think God will do it.
And it's wonderful to see you, and we thank you for the hope that you keep on.
We're gonna keep on going. God gave us the stewardship.
Yes, sir.
We got to work.
Yes, sir.
That's something we got to work. So we appreciate it. And we thank y'all for having some patience with us, being able to let us state our case problem, but it wasn't God. We just be a nuisance. It's just one thing after another. And what promoted us to call the police, we got to be threatened about our own property. I understand. What's somebody trying to threaten us about trade property? You know, I mean, we got to serve God. You get cursed fast for that. Read the book. Anybody read the book know that.
That's right.
We represent God.
Well, we're gonna work on this.
We are the cover there.
Yes, if you could give those to council secretary, she and stuff and all that. She can know. Okay, can you leave those to Councilman Johnson, and he'll make sure you get them. All right, thank you so much, and
We thank y'all, okay?
and bless you all. Thank you. All right, and now we have, Mr. Mark Neely coming before us, from NPG Consulting. Mr. Neal. Good evening.
I'm just going to update on, this comes, from Chief Cooper, partnership with Chief Cooper, Selma. Again, just want to reminder of August 5th at Lockhart from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. The national night out. August 5th, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. is the national night out at the stadium, inside the stadium. If there are business owners, that want, well, business owners are invited to come out, and set up booths, or if they have any kind of, things they want to pass out to like children or people to be out there, it's highly encouraged. And so that's all I have to say. Just a reminder.
All right, any questions? All right, thank you, Mr. Neal, for what you do. Appreciate you. All right, we'll go now to the public hearing, and we're gonna ask that Councilman Carmichael, since this was in your district, you go ahead and proceed.
Okay, we will take the comment of yea or nay, at the podium. We'll move through this and get any in favor, to go ahead and speak, and you can state your reasoning. And then we'll move, towards any opposed, you can speak and state your reasons. So, if y'all just want to raise your hand or just come on up one at a time, and we'll, whoever wants to speak in favor of, again, this is for the ABC license at Big Star Grocery at the corner of Dallas Avenue and King Street. So anybody in favor, please feel free to stand up, podium, and speak.
I'll just suggest that everybody say my time, whatever it is. Whatever it is.
Yeah, we'll just make a statement, try to keep it under 2 minutes. And please state your name.
Yes, sir. James Barber, I own the building at the corner of King Street and Dallas Avenue. The building was originally a convenience store. It was a wine and cheese shop back in the early 80s, with a nail salon in it. Most recent tenant we had in there prior to Mo is wanting to run a convenience store in it. Apply for an alcohol license. I know that it's been delayed for a little bit for this meeting, but I live in the downtown area, and I don't want anything negative effect on the city of Selma, but based on my dealings with Mo, my family believe that he will run a respectable business, will not allow any loitering or things that any of y'all wouldn't want in your neighborhood. He currently runs the store out on Highway 41, as well as Valley Grand VP, and both of those are very well-run, respectable businesses. I just request that y'all give us a chance to get the business up and running and provide jobs for the citizens of the community, and allow them to prosper and serve the city and its citizens.
Thank you, Mr. Barber.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's see, anybody else want to speak in favor? State your name.
My name is Mohammed Latifa. I'm a member of my family, 6 kids. They all go to school here, and 2 of them they graduated with honor from high school. And I've been here for 13 years in Selma, and I got 14 employees. They're Selma resident, and I want to expand in my businesses. All I do is respect the business. I respect the community. I don't allow anything go around my business wrongly. We check IDs. We clean around the store, make it secure and all that. I know what's going on in Selma. I've been here for 15 years and I hear a lot of things. And hopefully I want you guys to approve it. They got two businesses, one in Dallas and one in 2800 System Parkway, it's a Google. Yes, thank you.
Thank you. All right, any other in favor? Anybody else want to speak in favor of Big Star Grocery ABC license in Florida, Dallas, and Kingdom? Okay, are there any opposed that would like to stand up and speak against the ABC license at Dallas and Kingdom? I will ask one more time, are there any opposed to the ABC license at the corner of Dallas and King? All right, let the record show that there was no opposition. And I want to thank y'all for coming forward tonight and speaking on behalf of the business. And I hope y'all understand, we had to do this because there were some neighbors that had some questions about it. And I think all their questions were answered, so I appreciate y'all. That's all. Yeah.
You know, I'm kind of glad to add this here, because I consider it a good thing about it. Mo have really been an asset to Selma, like I said, because a lot of jobs here, and respect for a young man. I've seen that the several business, I got a chance to know him, and I'm happy to take the path. Because you one of a kind, done well, and you continue to do well, and I appreciate that, this week, successful. Thank you, Mr. Barber, for speaking on behalf of him, because Mo really have been good to citizens, and thank you.
If there are no other questions or comments about this, I'd like to go ahead and make a motion to approve the ABC license for Big Star Grocery on Dallas Avenue, pending all further requests from the applicant clerk's office.
Second.
All right, it's been moved by Councilman Carmichael and properly seconded by Councilman Johnson to approve ABC license for Big Star Grocery as the address has been indicated by Councilman Carmichael. Are we ready for the question? Roll call, Madam Clerk.
President.
Yes.
Councilman Harper.
Yes.
Councilman Thomas. Councilman Carmichael.
Yes.
Councilman James. Councilman Randolph. Councilman Jennings.
Yes.
Councilman James Thomas.
Yes.
Councilman Johnson.
Yes.
Madam Clerk, will you please read back the results of said vote? Motion passed unanimously. Congratulations on approval of your ABC. Wish you the best.
Thank you.
All right, now we'll continue on with our agenda. We'll go to our mayor's report. And several of the items on the mayor's report were approved in our consent agenda. Item number 1 was approved. The next item number 2 was the purchase of 2 extraction tools. That's in our packet. Council, are there any questions that anyone would like to read to the record concerning the purchase of these 2 tools, or is there a motion to approve?
Go back there, please.
That was item number 2 in the mayor's report.
I did have something over. Can you tell me the 2 items there? I had to go.
It was item number 2 in the mayor's report.
Okay, read what you got, Mr. President.
Purchase of 2 extraction tools, memorandum of council, items A through F, number 2.
What was that question of the amount of the contract or something?
I know for me, my question, as the bid law didn't get properly followed regarding, this purchase, because I think the amount, $67,460. I just want to make sure that those items have been cleared under Alabama bid law. That was item number 2, resolution R 229, that's 21/22. That was my question. I want to read that. That's been read to record. Councilman Thomas, I'm not going to do Councilman.
And that's the reason where I had looked at it before, and the reason why I asked you is that, is this gonna be done by do we have?
Bring your question into the record.
Okay, I wanted to know, was this bid done with more than one, bid, or is that just final bid that come out of this? That's the question I want. I was looking at it before at home, but I wanted to ask that question. Was this bid, is this just for one individual for this? Do we have a choice of more than one, because of the amount that you have?
Okay, Councilman Conlon.
A lot of times, public safety equipment, as I've seen, film, state Midwest, and if that is the case, I'd like to request that we include that in the resolution, just so we have a written record of why we're voting on something that we didn't have to get out.
Councilman Johnson.
I'm looking at all these tools and these, this for the fire department. And you said the bid from the state, from like the used one, from the Suffolk place.
Under the state bid list, if this company's on the state bid list for, fire equipment, then you can shop it and go over bid.
Is it used stuff?
It's you then.
Yeah, because of that, and I would want.
No, I doubt this is you. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we need to do stuff, man, for this, because in the middle of rescuing someone, and we got used stuff already, and we buy more used stuff and rescue someone, but I think it's something we need to look into. The question, from the same token, it's gonna be worse than $6,000-7,000. Well, I want to say it's my life, but I'm saying, you need to come back to this, we don't need to push way too far, but the question need to be answered, and so we can't be right back.
Even if it's new, it's still not comply with the.
I understand that, that ain't what I'm saying, I understand that part. What I'm saying is we need, this is like some stuff we need by our fire department. In case something go wrong, some accident, it's just something like my phone, it's like the spreader. If they need something sprayed over their car, or something, get it out of their car, you know, the thing that we need to do to save someone's life, you know, so, they won't put this on there unless we need it. So, but what I'm saying is, I mean, I'm not saying it in a bad way, and I understand what you're saying, I'm just saying we need to come back to this as soon as possible, get the question answered, and let's see if we can get this back on the table.
All right,
I'm trying to put my phone, I have trouble loading, but I'll have to ask.
okay, let me pause that question.
Resolution number, yeah.
It's resolution R 229-21/22. And, first of all, clarity for public safety, regardless of whether it's new or used, just want to make sure you have to comply with outbound bid law, both competitive bid law and public works bid law, if you make some predictions. That's the one thing we need to find out. So regardless of whether it's new or used, that has been qualified. Secondly, the question's been presented to the clerk, and we'll follow the procedure you've been following. It's been presented to the clerk, and then they are going to send an answer. Once we get an answer, we'll follow in due course. At our next work session, we're going to have that information, and we're not reinventing the wheel. This is the process we've done the last couple of weeks. And so questions out there, are there any other questions?
I just want to be clear about what I'm saying. The state bid list does not make used equipment. The state bid list is just an approved bid list. So it's a vendor list, so you can buy equipment without bidding it out. That's the way it usually.
You're right, and it's more like this vehicles, without just asking to do it, you are correct, I agree with you. But I'm just saying, we definitely some stuff we need to do, and I agree with everything said, we go back to the proper channel, let's move forward.
Okay, and we'll move forward. All right, the next item on the mayor's board that was not approved yet, considered for item number 4, the purchase of vehicles. And that was for the tax department. Are there any questions? Go ahead, Councilman Thomas.
I think, I know the citizens said, I looked at it all, we have, we just about got vehicles for every department here that works for the city. We have a list of vehicles. We bought more vehicles this year out of 4 years I've been sitting up. Everybody got a vehicle. And my thing is this, we're getting ready to go into our budget. And I wanted to ask a question. Is, the type of vehicle that he's talking about now, is it gonna come an auction list, are they planning on just going, purchase a vehicle for the tax amount?
Says capital on that.
Yeah, these are two, brand new vehicles from Capital Hyundai 2022 and Hyundai Accents.
I hate to say this, but I think that, I think we need to kind of put a hold on buying these cars. We bought a lot of cars until we get through with our budget, our fiscal year budget. We have spent tremendous, and also we need to look at, I like to see what we've been doing, spending money on buying all these vehicles and where we at in our audit report. For the 2020 audit report.
Okay, that sounds like a question that you can bring to the record. So you.
Okay,
put
I
that-
would like to, the reason why I'm concerned about this, I think that, we just spending money and,
Take your question, just a question. Then I think you was about to ask a question on the audit.
Yes, I would like to have the auditor report as soon as possible to see where we at with the spending, because, we're talking about 2022, vehicles. We spent a lot of money.
Okay, that's a question. All right, any other comments, from the council members? All right, is there a motion regarding this item? All right, hearing none, we'll move on to the next.
I'm sorry,
Yes.
I do have, I just want to make sure also, I don't think vehicles fall under public works involved. I could be wrong. But if they, I think they fall under competitive law. And again, this may be something off of the state ethics. And if we can get clarification on things like that prior to getting these documents or within the document itself, I mean, I think it's wise of us to put in writing why we're able to buy, to spend this amount of money based on, whatever state laws are, other than just lack of council authority of finances.
Right, Councilman Harper.
I just want to go ahead and talk about vehicles, especially new vehicles. And I can recite how, so make the statement, and I have been told, and it's been explained to me how, I would like to see us support local car dealers, especially for first new vehicles. There are ways that whatever the bid or whatever the state list is, there are ways that they can be just as competitive in selling vehicles as anybody else. And that has been explained. So we're just gonna put a pull up for local car.
All right, Councilman Davis.
Yeah, Mr. President, I'm just trying to find what line item this interesting.
Mayor, Mr. President. It's control, yeah, the fund is one, that we made, remember we made, the funds are restricted, so it's coming out. Yeah. All right, and then just, I know Councilman Carmichael gave a very detailed, I just would like adequate proof that this purchase complies with Alabama laws. All right, anything else regarding this time?
Wait, let me, I just want to, 1 minute, Council Harper just said. Just now, we all agreed that we could need shop Selma, but right now it's been real difficult to get cars.
Yeah,
And it's real hard because of like Selma work, we've been trying to get trucks now, and right now, I think we all, get some trucks out of Montgomery ourselves, because we definitely try to shop Selma first. And right now, we ain't been able to give us, so we have to, get some coming from our,
Thank you. All right, let's see any other questions, we can move on. All right, let's move on to the next item that was not on consent, that was item number 6, rapid demolition of the dilapidated structures. And I know that there were questions regarding that particular item, the rapid demolition of the dilapidated structures. It's item number 6. Councilman Marlon Thomas.
Yes, I'm kind of, we got a list from the attorney, code enforcement, we have a list with all collected houses that they were going to tear down and take care of in the months of, it's been past 90 days. And I just want to understand, why is it that we are getting another individual list on certain areas that for homes be tore down, when we haven't had any of the ones that we had the list of? It looks like we should be working on that list of removing some of these, demolished some of these homes that you gave us. So my question is, why is it specific that you given us this list to go into demolish?
Which list, Councilwoman Thomas?
The list that was handed over to us under the mayor.
Well,
I don't think there was any issue.
I don't think they got a list.
There wasn't a list, Councilwoman.
But he was saying that they wanted to tear down.
Yeah.
To remove.
Yeah.
But we got a lot of lists already in our ward that have not been removed.
I think there were several council persons that wanted to see that list, to see if any of them were in their wars.
And you tell me if this is not your question. I think everybody has this question. Can a list of the homes that are proposed to be torn down be provided to the council? Because right now, we don't have that with the ones. And I think that's why we did place it on consent, because we do not have that information. So I'm not trying to take your question, but I have a question. Can we be provided with a list of the homes that will be torn down pursuant to this recommendation? Okay, Councilman Carmichael.
And I just want to address the procedure here. I haven't had it on hand. We follow the procedure on somebody. We voted on a resolution for certified letter. We voted on a resolution for demolition. What we did not vote on was on number 10, procedure. The procedure for demolish or repair of unsafe structures. Item number 10 states in that last sentence, the estimate shall be presented to the city council for approval, and the city council shall adopt the resolution appropriating funds for the cost of demolition repair. And we should, it states that these properties should be named within that. So just, that's what we're looking for, is what properties there are. But I just want to be clear that we gotta have a specific cost per property, the way I'm reading it. An estimate of what we're looking at, whether we're contracting it out, whether we're planning on doing it ourselves, and what the cost of that demolition. Just need more information.
Did you get that, Madam Clerk? Okay.
I would, if I may have to respond briefly. I'm looking first to understand this list we're talking about. I think it's, well, I'm looking to understand that. I'm also going to the mayor because it's in his report. If it was in my report, I would have either a list or an explanation. But I think what he's proposed to try to answer.
And then I have a question, another additional question. Can we be provided with a status on the demolition of the dilapidated properties that we've already approved? It would be great for us to have that so we can know if we're getting anywhere. So if we could be provided with the status, those properties that we've already approved to be demolished, can we be given a status on whether they've been demolished?
I totally understand that. I think again, it's another question to present to the mayor. He's supervisor.
Yeah, that's why we put it on the record. Okay. And so, go ahead, any other questions on this? All right, thank you, council. Those are all the items. And for the public sake, the reason we ask so many questions about being law, there have been several instances where we've been presented with something that did not comply with our law. So we're doing our jobs and we're actually going through and finding out if these requests comply with the law. Because if something goes wrong, it will be the council move in, move on. So that's why we are trying to be cautious in making sure these things comply. Because we have in the past, from the administration, received requests that did not comply with Alabama Meeting Law. Let's move on to the attorney report. Attorney Madison, I think we approved several of your items, well, some of them were for information purposes. The first item was number one, from Hill Carter invoice for $11,800.08. That was not placed on consent. And Mr. Attorney, the reason that was not placed on consent was I, as an attorney, had a question. The summary from the attorney's office that was presented to us seems to be very vague. And so I requested a more detailed summary from the hours that were billed from Hill Carter.
That question was already considered, and I understand why you think it's vague, but it is vague. You think it's about 4 pages long. We were in the process, and someone reminded me of the fact that there was proprietary information that I think it can and should be provided to you. I didn't want to post it publicly to expose litigation, ongoing discussion. I can definitely provide it.
Yeah, people want to provide it with us, they need to take a vote on that shit on the internet. All right, so that was my question. Unless anyone else wants to go over that, I think all of us as good stewards, we want to see that. So if anybody have a question or problem with my request, thank you, counsel. All right, so Mr. Attorney, your item number 2 was approved on consent. Item number 3, resolution R-240-2122 to accept the gift of property. That was item number 3 is stated. And I just felt like I think we need a little more detail about this gift. Maybe if you could give us a little bit more information concerning this proposed gift of property.
I can, I will.
Item number 3, attorney's report.
I see it, but I'm just saying what.
Property at 2911 Party Drive Avenue, I believe, is what you're referring to.
Yeah.
That property is owned by one individual who wants to donate it to the city of Selma. I think there was some limited discussion earlier at the work session about where the property is and what its prior use was. There's actually a picture of the lot. It's like a corner lot at 2911 Party Avenue. The owner's name is Victoria Cunningham. She would like to give the property to the city of Selma because of income level needs of hers that prevent her from, I imagine, owning assets of a certain amount, which would not allow her to qualify for whatever other financial matters with which she's concerned. The point, and this is listed by her, and has pointed out as part of the reason why she wants indeed to give the property. The transfer of the ownership, according to her, will be any day prior to August 20th, 2022, and can be recorded by the city of Selma as on the parcel with the Dallas County Probate Court and Appraiser's Office, any appraiser with the Probate Court Office. Upon approving this, Cunningham would like to make the property as a gift to the city effective immediately. She's got contact information here, and if there are any questions, you are asked to refer to tax and license collector's office, Sheriff Rowe.
Right. Councilwoman Thomas, and Councilman Carmichael. Go ahead, Councilwoman Thomas.
This street is okay. Is this coming out of water, Mr. Jones? And,
It's on Maxis, it's on Maxis and
Max and Hart,
yes.
um,
Right about that club out there, down the road.
also right there by down around that corner.
Yeah, that area, yes.
So,
It's in that area.
I know, I understand, and it's like a section, where it's like just a little corner here, that she's trying to donate to the city.
Yes.
It don't look like it's a whole big property, big.
I don't have the dimensions, but it looks like a fairly small parcel. of property.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
All right, Councilman Carmichael.
I'm of the opinion we can't keep our own property, we already have, so I don't think it's not just my question.
Councilman Johnson.
But we got, give us some problem on the north, that you're looking at, that we got people that's looking to buy. Now, back lady came up here today to purchase some property from the city, and I think it's a process she won. Reverend Owens came before us on the property that we was given. And that was given to a year ago. And that was a process we had to go through, so it is down in the law, about how we go about receiving the property, but we have done it in the past. We is selling some of the property, so like I said, and I know.
We said,
Well, it's in the process. I know two ladies, a lady in the process of purchasing some properties today from the school, but I was part of the conversation. That we trying to sell, and I have to say, Ms. Hope is doing an awesome job, not so much giving it away, he'll put some numbers on this property. So, again, they want to give it, I think we need to take it.
All right, any other questions before I make a comment? Any other questions from anybody? For the record, I have two questions for this. First question, I would like to know, if the council agrees to accept this donation, is there a planned intended use by the administration for this property? I would like to know, is there an intended use for this property? And then the second, I'm hearing that a lot of property is being sold. Selma City Council is responsible for all city property. Therefore, I would like to have the actual policy, procedure, or whatever is out there that is used to sell Selma City property. I believe that we all need to have whatever that is, because I know that's our job, we're responsible, and I'm trying to do our job. And so I think we need to have whatever policy in place that we're selling this property, we need to know. And then that leads to my third question. I would also like to know exactly how much property has been sold, at least during the last course of the last 6 months. How much property, what properties have been sold, and the amount that they were sold for. Thank you. Anything else, Councilman Carmine?
I just to piggyback on what you're saying, there is a procedure in the state statute on how we are to proceed selling properties. But I also believe that the last council, if I remember correctly, was trying to come out with a local procedure on how to get rid of like vacant lots, vacant houses and stuff for developers. But I don't think it was ever finalized. Do you remember that?
I know we talked about it, and,
Yeah.
we supposed that,
Y'all have a meeting.
yes, we have to make it,
Yeah.
That's
we
good.
did not.
Madam Clerk, that's a good question. And I have a third question while they were talking. Go ahead, Madam Clerk.
It's a 2-point record. We want to develop a property.
6 months.
Thank you.
And also, at least my third question was, has all property that has been sold for at least at fair market value? I think we need to know that.
I actually had 3 questions. I think you said, what's the administration's plan, property, what's the policy to sell city property, what property is sold, and what that fair market value is.
Yeah, you can get with the clerk to be precise. I think she's getting to.
Let me clarify something.
Yes, sir.
Not saying they sold, got some people interested in purchasing some property, which the young lady talked to from today on 2 property. And also Reverend Owens is in the process of purchasing more likely to the north. We can get that price right on that, because he's talking about Tanner buildings down, and all you can get land. So we got people interested. I want to share that up. You know, that there are people interested in some property we got.
Okay, thank you. I still would like those questions that I asked, and I have a fourth question while sitting here thinking. In addition to those questions, I would like to have provided to the council a listing of all properties that are owned by the city that have been considered for sale. That is the fourth question. I think as stewards, we need to have this information in our possession so that we can make the best and most wise decision for the city itself. A listing of all available properties that we are considering for sale. All right, anything else?
And Mr. President,
Yes, ma'am.
then I have a previous list of that we had did with all the city property that we had for sale that belongs to the city, they gave to us under the last administration, so we can compare.
So it should be an update, that was last administration, that's been almost 2 years, so there should be some updates there. Thank you, Councilman Thomas. Go ahead, Councilman Harris.
This project, and it's going to corner oriented.
Max, I'm thinking Max. But what the campaign, let's put it like.
I just have a list of
Yeah,
council.
so Max went to the AD for years, that's what I'm thinking, it went, Max went into, a hard run into Max, so that is, but I'm thinking Max.
All right, any other action concerning this item? Let's put this item on the next work session, agenda, if there's any objection to that, maybe we'll have a little bit more clarity on it, and be able to take a vote then, turn the objection in place of this item on the next work session agenda. All right, go ahead,
Mr.
Councilman
President,
Thomas.
when we had our, sale at the, was any of our property included in the sale at the, county? When they did this,
I think that's a great question.
we
Can you
need to
please,
see that,
can you please provide that one to the clerk for the record, please?
since we don't turn it.
Councilman Thomas.
I would like to know, when we had the, sale of the property over there at the county, that's county. Were in our city property, was in that sale over there.
But tax sale.
Mhm.
And I'm going to add on to that, if properties were sold, can we be provided with those properties at the amount that they were sold for? Thank you. All right, moving on, I think the next item, Mr. Attorney, was the recent virtual meeting statute. That was for your information, provide us with the actual act, that was passed.
That's correct. I've actually drawn up a draft resolution, but there is a requirement in the statute that also a policy be approved in conjunction with resolution to make that possible. It's basically on wrapping things directly from the statute itself and any other local or city of Selma conditions that the council feels are necessary. So all we need is a policy, in essence, drafting those from the statute.
And because whatever we pass has not only complied with Alabama law, but it has to comply with our current city ordinances that we've already passed as well. And so we'll await that.
And that's usually the statute will control whatever you do. But in general terms and in terms of drafting and in terms of construction, you almost never can include in a policy or an ordinance less than the statute requires, but you can, as a general construction, really include more.
Yeah, right. Very good, Councilwoman Thomas, please.
Yeah, since today is the 26th. Now, this here supposed to be passed, July
Effective July 1st.
Now, but see, I've been trying to follow these laws we put in place to make sure that it's illegal before I get my vote. And I have not seen it yet in the, I haven't seen it yet put out yet.
Because it's, I can kind of that. Because this is fairly new legislation that just was passed, this past, legislative session, the books, have not been updated. It takes a while sometimes for books to be updated. With this particular piece of legislation, the effective date for it was July 1st, 2022. That's this month. You're probably not going to see it yet in a lot of places because things haven't been updated. Also, in addition to the fact that it was passed from effective July 1st, you have 45 days of grace period before it can actually be implemented. So although it's effective July 1, you still have to wait 45 days before we can actually implement it. So right now, Councilwoman Thomas, all we have before us is just the actual act that was passed and signed along by the government. A little bit, I guess, in the next month or two, you'll probably see the full video online.
And the reason why I asked you that, because we got our, of all the laws of change that was passed under the legislature, we had a selective of new laws that were passed that came through our Alabama municipality under the House. Under the House, that will change these new laws. And by we're saying this, I didn't see it in there, and that's why I was concerned about it. It has all of the new updated laws that are in our selected reading, was done by the House representative or whoever. They had these same people names that were on this, that other new laws that they have given to us, the guideline change for the municipality. So I was very concerned. I was looking for it, and I don't see that in there, so I'm saying,
Okay.
Mr. Holland, you know what I'm saying?
I was gonna say, it is indeed a law that was passed. Representative Chestnut may be familiar with it. So it is a law that has been passed, and this is the law. And once we actually draft our resolution, then we can get.
And my only question was, Mr. President,
Yes, ma'am.
you know how I am. The only question that I was asked, that of all the new laws of the House of Representatives passed, I understand that Representative Prince Chestnut is a law that he passed. And Representative Chestnut is listed in there on some of the new laws that they have passed. And but I didn't see
You can
this.
see this.
I didn't see this, honestly. I read, we get ours from the leader of the municipality.
Yeah, it is.
That's the only thing I
got
was.
Councilman Johnson.
Yeah, we, Representative Mr. Prince Chestnut is Selma City Water Board attorney. Matter of fact, he did a resolution for us. We voted on this last, water board meeting. And right now, we counted it down to 45 days, so we go ahead and put it in today. Right now, it just, we need to go ahead and pass, have a resolution, vote on it, and do the days, we don't 45 days. We did it, pass water board meeting. Again, attorney Chestnut is our attorney. We prepared a resolution, we reviewed it, we voted on it, and when we voted on the third, Monday, back to recently, now we're waiting on the 45 days to take effect and it's going. It seems like we're doing it different than we did it before. So again, you may want to look into it yourself, attorney, but that's what we did. And we're waiting on 45 days to take place.
I think it's the same process, Councilman Johnson. We just have to present it with a resolution.
Right. We still got to wait on part, after we vote on it, we still got to wait on 45 days. So in other words, we don't vote on the next part. We still got to wait 45 days where I got it.
The way that it is, the way that the law provides, it's 45 days from July 1. So regardless of whenever we vote on it, if we vote on it, next meeting, it's still within our going to prevent until 45 days from July 1, even if we voted on it tonight. So we just don't have a resolution yet to vote on. I think it's the same process. We just have to
I'll just let you know how we done it. Right. He was one to hold it, and that's what we're doing, so I'm good.
We have a thorough discussion. Go ahead.
President, I think the first explanation was pretty much spot on. But also, if you look at page, it's like it's labeled page 0, but it has at the top, Act 2022-421. You'll see where the stamp shows that it was received in the governor's office on page 6. And at the back on page, also the last page. In the back, not the last page, but page 7, you see where the governor signed it and approved. She received it April 6th. It was approved by her April 14th. She has 10 days to sign it or it's considered a pocket veto. She approved it on 14 days after she got it. So the act is not only valid, but also the effective date.
So back to the premise, it's an actual law that has been passed by both houses of the Alabama legislature and signed into law by Governor Gator. It is a law, ladies and gentlemen.
And the only reason I didn't present the resolution, which I have already drafted, was the draft of policy.
To go with all right, council, so we're not voting on that. Can we move on to the next item? And that's the ordinance. And I think Attorney Bass will provide this. This is concerning film permit. If you all remember, the Revenue Committee made a recommendation to the council that we increase the amount for the film permit to $1,000. And that is, less than 30 days, the request is made less than 30 days, to make that $1,500. And so we voted on that and asked the attorney to look into the legality of that, make sure that we're in compliance with Alabama law, that they have a hearing, all those things, and to draft the appropriate ordinance. Attorney Madison has drafted the appropriate ordinance. It's item number 5 in the attorney's report. Very simple. We still have the same ordinance that we had in it. The only thing with this ordinance is it adds subsection C, which states the permit application shall be accompanied by payment of a non-refundable application processing fee of $1,000 for requests made 30 days or more before actual date of billing, and $1,500 for requests made less than 30 days before actual date of billing. Everything else is still the exact same. We just changed the amount of fee costs. Councilman Thomas.
So we have the resolution.
We have the ordinance. We
Got
have
the
the
ordinance.
ordinance. And so we've already agreed to vote on this ordinance. And so because usually with the ordinance, we go by and place it on first read, but we knew that we wanted to go ahead and have this because this has been pending for a while. So before we actually take a vote on this, we are going to have to take a vote to suspend the rules, because with the ordinance, we usually place it on first read. However, because we have already stated this has been pending for a while, we'll need to first take a vote to suspend the rules. Go ahead, Councilwoman Thomas.
Have you seen, did you send us the ordinance?
Yes, ma'am, we did send it. I have a copy of it, and it's on my email as well.
I don't have it.
He sent it to us on Friday. Member Moses sent it to us on Friday.
This is in the junk is. You know, but they mail and come here on.
Councilman, just.
Yeah. We gonna vote on this today, Mr. President.
I was hoping that we would talk about it in the work session.
Oh, okay, well, go ahead on this.
Because all we did was change this.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
All right, Council. Thank you, Council Chair. With that, for ordinance 0112-21/22, an ordinance to revisit ordinance 0106-15/16 to regulate commercial film, video, and audio production activities within the corporate limits and police jurisdiction of the city of Selma, Alabama. Is there a motion to forego place this on first reading and vote on this tonight? So, is there a second?
Second.
All right, please allow me to reflect. It was moved by Councilman Johnson, properly seconded by Councilman Carmichael to approve and to forego placing this item on first reading and suspend the rules, ordinance 0112-21/22. Are we ready for the question? Roll call, Madam Clerk. Yes.
Councilman Harvey.
Yes.
Councilman Thomas, Councilman Carmichael.
Yes.
Councilman James, Councilman Randolph, Councilman Henderson.
Yes.
Councilman James.
Yes.
Councilman Sherman.
Yes. Madam Clerk, will you please read back the results and say a vote? Thank you. Council, now is there a motion to approve ordinance 0112? Yes. Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Please allow me to reflect that it was moved by Councilman Johnson, properly seconded by Councilman Carmichael to approve ordinance 0112-21/22. An ordinance to revise ordinance 0106-15/16 to regulate commercial film, video, and audio production activities within the corporate limits and police jurisdiction of the city of Selma, Alabama. Are we ready for the question? Roll call, Madam Clerk. Yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you very much, council. I appreciate your votes. We now will have an increase in the film permit fee for filming in Selma, Alabama. All right, I think that's all the items you have on your report, Mr. Chairman.
Shoot, there's a previous item involving the transfer of land, real property to the city to Alabama. That ordinance was presented previously, and to transfer the ordinance was one where you saw a whole bunch of money, and I said you weren't going to get it, so relax.
That was what it had, like 75,000 something.
That it was more than that.
Yes.
But the bottom line was that was not the amount of consideration that was included in the report.
Right. If we placed that on the first reading,
You did.
at, not last meeting, but the meeting before that.
Exactly.
Okay, so now it's time, we should have actually voted on it last meeting,
Yes.
but we didn't. So, council, I think, does everyone else remember that particular motion? I mean, that particular, ordinance? I don't have it with me, so I don't have it.
I don't remember. What was it?
This was the, correct me if I'm wrong, Mr. Attorney, was this the interpretive center?
It is.
And remember, we have to first give the interpretive center back to ALDOT, and then ALDOT will then deed the property over to the National Park Service Foundation.
I have those representatives from, planning and development office, ALDOT, and the, National Park Service on the, call, can't see, but they're answering this conversation.
Okay. Councilman Carlisle, please, yes.
I'd like to make a motion to adopt ordinance 0110-21/22 transfer of real property.
Is there a second?
Second.
I think our Councilman Thompson. So it's been moved by Councilman Carlisle, and properly seconded by Councilwoman Thomas, to approve the ordinance as stated by Councilman Carlisle. Are we ready for the question? Roll call, Madam Clerk. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you, council. And for those individuals that are on the screen that we can see, I think that takes care of that matter. So we will have to hear their wonderful voices. And we can thank them for helping us with that.
Most definitely.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Attorney. And I also remember, you still need that executive session.
I agree, and I said 15 minutes, that's actually, hopefully, that's more time than I need to have any questions.
Okay, let's do the new business, unfinished business. We will come back to that. If you don't mind. All right, council, let's now move into, are there any committees that need to report this time?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Councilwoman Thomas.
Okay, I got some information that came back from the, questions to the mayor, to the public building. So, Mr. Hall here in Atkins, it came from the, it's a date. I'm gonna see if she's available. August the 8th is there. Yes, ma'am. August the 8th, are you available? 4 o'clock. They don't get off to, y'all don't get off at that yet, work at 4 o'clock. Well, that came from, came from administration, but I still want to have that meeting because these, the bond Smithman, they've been waiting, and we got this only chance that we can have that meeting. I can put y'all on, I put you on the call, that y'all get here. Would that be all right?
Yeah, that's fine. I'll be here.
We can put them on.
I don't know, council the other day, I saw Zoom just because it's not legal for council to do it right now, so I don't know how to. I don't know how Zoom is set up.
Not like Zoom. I want to put them on board, because they can get the beat.
Oh, yeah, we can turn the phone on here.
Yeah, we can turn this phone on. They've got the city phone.
It doesn't work.
It don't work. How we don't have a working phone?
There's one in the office, if you want to use that in the office.
No, I had the staff, the Smithman. Well, I can put it on chicken and get it out sometime. I'll figure out sometime we have my phone, so they can get the meeting, record, the meeting, they can hear what's going on in the meeting. We need to have that meeting for the Smithman.
Yes, ma'am.
They have been waiting for tourists coming into the city. And all of our city facilities need to be open, and they've been waiting, we're losing money. So I want to have that meeting, they say 4 o'clock, so I tried to work around, and I'm willing to work with them. So we can move this forward.
Right, any other committees like to report this time? Council, real quick, we announced it at the work session, there will be a revenue committee meeting on August 15th at 4 o'clock p.m. Revenue committee meeting, August 15th, 4 o'clock p.m. All right, and you got it, Councilman.
I got the other one too, back there. The public building, right there, you said that office out there. It said something about, getting that, repair. We need to look at that, the cost of that, and, would that fall on that in our budget, or with the American Rescue Fund?
I think it'd probably be American Christian funds.
So we can get that done.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it was, and here's what I'm saying. Yes, it's changed. You know, we identified all the city-owned property that was given us that needed repair. And we identified funds to make those repairs. You know, the mayor said he would determine when he wants to make those repairs. We didn't need to do that, which was fine. We identified the funds and we voted that we were, you know, so, yeah, I mean, we could add that building because we haven't spent all that money that we said that we would make the payment. So, yeah.
And another thing too, I want to ask you too, with are we still on the money being reimbursed from the American Rescue? We haven't started, we're gonna start out with the other 2 million to, what, 2023?
I would imagine we did this summer.
Yeah, it's last time. And to my knowledge, this council is not owed to make any allotments from that disbursement.
It's actually a part of our capital use budget. It is included in the proposed budget that the mayor gave us. So on August 5th, when we start our reviewing have our official meetings where we start reviewing it, we'll see it.
Okay, and that's why I wanted to, I got some information back from them, and some of them, but I really haven't got, Mr. President, I really haven't got, this, the clear, some of the main important issues that I had, that needs to be taken care of, some of the citizen needs, trying to get done in Ward 7. I got, the only questions I got that were from them were based on the public building, deal with it, getting that repaired.
Councilman Barber.
And just following up on that, we did receive, the mayor has submitted, the budget to the council. He's supposed to I have started now reviewing that budget. I would like to go ahead and adopt, or let me be clear. I say that when I mean finance. We talked about the finance committee. Ms. Ellison last year had put a schedule out for us that we all have to do that again. She was done so, and she's given it to us. She emailed it to us. And the finance committee like to just follow through and adopt this schedule for budget years. We can go over the budget. Here, I was able to get started on August 10th. Review the summation of revenues, expenses, American Rescue Funds. August 15th, fire department, police department. August 16th, public works and landfill. August 24th, recreation and public buildings. August 29th, building board, cemetery, building inspectors. And August 31st, the city clerk, HR, insurance, and mayor's office. So that's the schedule.
I feel a lot
Right. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman,
So I guess that's it. If that is something in the form of a motion.
yes, I have
There is a second of September. One, three, looks like one, two, three,
Oh, you're right, I'm sorry. Yes, I'm sorry. Let's go ahead and get those September 2nd. We'll be planning and development tourism grants. Fifth, looks like, excuse me, the 6th, September 6th, information technology, council, finance, and bank. They moved, one of those meetings is on the 5th, it's moved to the
and one more point, naturally, actually, today, she was going to be, this court actually.
the city courts.
City court, sure, magistrate, cheaper.
You get your break.
The municipal court is not included in this.
Sorry.
But it is.
Yeah, we got, we are, always got.
I said she did have a problem. It was probably when I'm there, she got.
What the date for the turn up?
That's
The sixth, they want to take to add the courts on the sixth of August, September. The objection, yeah, whatever the court has to stand. All right, so go ahead and make your motion, Councilman.
So, yeah, I'm gonna make a motion to adopt the state.
Is there a second?
So,
All right, please, who's second? Simultaneously. All right, please allow me to reflect that it was moved by Councilman Harper, properly seconded by Councilman Johnson to approve our 2023 budget hearings calendar. Are we ready for the question? Roll call, Madam Clerk. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. And go.
Just a statement of clarification as well as it relates to the finance committee budget. When we met as a finance committee, we thought that it would be useful to have this budget broken down to pieces in an Excel spreadsheet so we can make notes and highlight and this kind of thing. Last year, we asked for that Excel spreadsheet, and as a matter of fact, we asked that be just a text file. It needed to be sort of formulas that it went on with anything. We admit the finance committee was not requesting that the mayor submit his budget to the city council in an Excel spreadsheet. That's not what we asked. The mayor can submit his budget to the city council however he wants to. That doesn't have anything to do with the finance committee. He submits it like he sees fit, no problem. All we ask for is we could get something from the treasurer out of the software system. If we could just do a thorough job, oh, we're just trying to make this, I'm sure he's trying to make it steward, we're trying to make it steward. Well, we're not trying to be difficult. We just would like to have it working on it. That's all. And I just.
Anybody else? I just want to go ahead, Council. Mr. Chairman.
sideway, that do what you just said.
Okay. Okay. And let me make a statement for the record as well concerning the budget. Under Alabama law, the council is responsible for the finances for the city of Selma. In fact, in any municipality in Alabama that is over 12,000, the councils are solely responsible for passing the budget. Therefore, what the public understand, the council is staying in its lane. The council is responsible for the budget. Passing the budget is not a day-to-day operation. Let's be very clear. The council is staying in its lane, and therefore, the council is doing its job. The council, following these procedures that we set out tonight, We'll be conducting budget hearings, and we encourage all citizens to pay attention to the budget. We encourage you to come and watch as we work on Selma's budget, because the budget is a city's priorities. So we are prioritizing Selma, and we're going to do the best job possible. And we encourage everyone to watch and see how and where the city's taxpayer money will go. Again, the Selma City Council is in its lane. It's doing its job. The council votes on the budget, not the mayor. Thank you very much. Let's move on to the next item on our agenda. I think now we have any other committees that need to report. Are there any other committees that need to report at this time? All right, here no further committees. Let's go to new and unfinished business. At this time, is there a motion?
And I would just like to add, Ms. Nikki, would you please send this schedule to Ms. Dawn and the mayor? Because we would love that.
They're gonna be there. They're gonna be there. Perfect. They're gonna be there.
I sent it to them.
They always did it.
And we are very glad that they're coming and we will work together to pass this budget. That's great news.
I do have some more business.
Yes, sir.
I would like to present a question to this body of council. Does anybody on the council understand what the deficiencies are at the landfill as it pertains to landfill? Anybody explains what those deficiencies are?
I can, let's get trying to do, but right now, I think we've been into some trouble, because some soil need to be tested. Some work out to be done, because like I said, they kept us out of trouble. I'm telling you from experience that I was part of it. The love came in and put us out of hole, out of great water. But we need to have, the attorney just look into the problem, and the police part of it as well. I understand there's a soil need to be tested out. When we get done, you back there. Back in, shit now.
Mr.
Yes, ma'am.
Can I have a recommendation to this body of the council? Before Mr. Fry retired, we have a full-time staff. And I think that, since it's a day-to-day, the park is a day-to-day operation, I think since that the position has been open, since Mr. Fry has been gone, I think we need to they need to look at hiring somebody full-time that lives here in Selma, that's gonna keep that landfill up and running, that we would not have to be contracting someone out of the city of Selma. That's a position that's open, that we should have, that's a position to open. Mr. Fry retired. Also, you had he passed away. He took up at the time under when Mr. Fry retired. So my thing is here, why can't that position be, it should be a full-time position. Instead of us contracting someone out, Birmingham, taking on the responsibility for keeping them, they don't have a house here. They don't, it's a lot of good people out there that those people. That I think the city needs to look at getting somebody full-time instead of paying for someone, we're giving a salary to someone doesn't live in city of Selma, and we're being solely responsible for her habits or whatever she needs to be taken care of, gas mileage, and God knows whatever. All I know is that position has been open ever since Mr. Pryor passed, and I think they should, if the landfill is in that such a big trouble, they should find someone that full-time person.
You got to have education.
Well, they have
Amy, really respect that lady knows she's on the stuff. The Lord is really disqualified, but there's no anybody that's been coming up. I really have a lot of respect for Moselle. Like I said, he did all he can to keep that thing going. But we were lack of equipment that he didn't have. We were lack of manpower we did not have. We did not get the soil tested like it's supposed to be done. ADM just saying, come on, talk to the $725. we was not up to par like we should have out there. Also, if I'm not mistaken, and I may be wrong, but the Brian was out on 41, if I'm not mistaken, not out here in Philadelphia, about we had now. So again, I think it's on 41 as well. When it's on the
was all right.
okay, but anyway, what I'm saying is, we definitely need somebody. If we get them, we ain't gonna pay them no $50,000. Because you have to get somebody that can be working. I mean, I'm telling you, this ain't a joke.
So far, I've heard soil testing. Is there anybody else that can tell me what the deficiencies in
I'm having trouble.
If I remember correctly, our biggest issues were, and we discussed it back when we were doing all this, that's just why we were coming up, the garbage and the trash was a huge problem.
Yes.
Yeah, not covering the trash with a true 6 or 8 inches, I think, whatever required. You gotta have the landfill flagged off, which I'm pretty sure we did. That was something that they were asking us to do. And had flagged off, had proper roads in there, things like that, and proper slopes. State down does that for every. It's not rocket science to figure it out. And as I remember it, there was an employee that was certified. The only certified employees back in the landfill, and we had a pay increase, and we're supposed to get educated and lead that department or move towards improving that department, being over that department. Well, when we did all this, I remember discussing that, and that's why I would, over a year later, I'm thinking we ought to have somebody who's been trained on that thing. That's fine.
But that young man has a decent job. But that is a big part of it. You got to separate the trash from the garbage. Because then I have garbage.
So this is, we're talking about separating, this isn't the place for the household garbage, this is the place for the community.
Correct. Say construction and
But keep in mind, that landfill garbage will be all over our city.
And then we
I mean, whatever, trash, whatever, I mean, they don't put it all together, right, I'm just saying.
And here's my. If it was me, and I was the leader, I would not write a letter to ADM saying because the city council did not come. So we can no longer be in compliance with the landfill. I'm gonna tell you that, and I've said it before, and I've been in business for over 30 years. This is probably the saddest example of leadership I have witnessed in my working career. Come to the council, tell us what the deficiencies are, say, this is my plan. If you don't want it, I mean, if it's hiring a consultant for a year and a half, does not fix one of these problems. One, figure out a plan to fix the landfill and quit writing letters to ADM saying the city gives up. Come to us with a plan. It's fixable. Let's fix it. That's what great leaders do, y'all. That's what leaders do.
But, Mr. President, we inherited this council. So this probably this problem happened in the last situation. And right now, we find that this happened in the last situation when we got.
One at a time, everyone.
I respect it, but you gotta understand how hard that they have to go in with the help of this council, get the equipment that we need. Keep in mind, it took a minute to vote to get stuff they need to work in that land. Keep in mind, the first year, the council didn't get no equipment at all. It took them to get equipment to try to get what we need to do. So basically, to the defense of the administration, they did all they can. We break it even out also. And they said that they didn't got paid in 4 months. That they didn't even feel the city for anything. Right now, if she forced the bill, then I won't feel bad. Because now she can ask for that. And she's still behind on bill this year. Right now, she hadn't billed yet for, I think, for the last few months this year. So basically what I'm saying is, 4 months, I thought she hadn't got paid yet. So minimum, I mean, I'm just be talking, I'm just ready to get the whole We'll back it up.
Councilman Harvey, did you have anything else?
Yeah, I do, but not on
On this particular matter? Did you all have any comments, Councilman Carmine?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, I just want to say, we terminated that contract, like, we should not still be working.
Well, she's not working, I'm just saying, so that was the need you brought to us, you know, in the prepared, she had prepared, and so that's just wrong.
And I want to also, I'm pretty sure I've asked this, but I want to ask again, just to be clear. And I want to make sure we go back 2 years and get all the information that we've received from ADM regarding the landfill, any fines, any letters, anything that the city of Selma has received from ADM in the last 2 years. I'd like to get a look at that.
Okay. Mr. Attorney, correspondence of the mayor says, did he consult with you before he sent that correspondence?
I don't think I have seen it.
Okay. Could you please, as you reminded us from time to time, you tell the council, could you remind the mayor that anytime you send a letter in its official capacity to a state agency, that if that state agency would ever sue us, then that would be admissible as an admission of guilt. So please, as you advise us legally, advise the executive branch legally, that when you send those types of correspondence in your official capacity, you subject the city of Selma to further lawsuit. Thank you so much. Yes.
I'm gonna move on to my next item.
Please go ahead.
I would like to have, we're constantly bickering about, the mayor saying the council is outside of its role, and then likewise, the council buses at the mayor for being outside of its role. Why don't? I would love for the mayor to submit to us what his role is, what the council's role. I would like to see it in writing, and I would like somebody on the council to volunteer to make some bullet points to tell us what the mayor's role is and what the council's role is, and then we can compare the two. It should be. I need you all 100%. Let's get it in writing, so if I'm doing something I'm not supposed to be doing, I can kind of understand. But if there's a question,
Let's figure out time, please.
obviously there's a question. So let's get the facts in front of us and let's settle it. Is there any reason why we can't do that? Let's settle it and move on. Let's get something right and let's move on.
There is, here's a, we want the mayor to give us what he thinks is authority, but the fact is, there's a lot of pages on exactly what the authorities are, and they do their equal a lot of things, because at the same time, we have certain authorities, we have checks and balances, and so, there are certain things that are his authority or the mayor's authority, and there are certain things that the council's authority. But at the same time, there's a lot of intervention in there that obviously we got to have attorneys in place to make sure that we follow the proper guidelines moving forward. And I think that, in my opinion, is where we're at.
Right, and I think we're at a point, we need to sit down together in a meeting, devoted to nothing but understanding what each other's roles are. That's just, I mean, is that too much to ask?
You know what? Be on the same page. That's what I've been saying the whole time. That's what we gotta get it done, man. A lot of stuff going on, eventually come on.
Exactly.
That's what I've been figuring on. I agree with you, Council. All this, we going on everywhere, we should be doing this, all stuff should be settled and be done with. And I hope and pray, if it ain't just me, you try to work with everybody else, you with the bill, let's make this work. I agree with you. I totally agree with you. That's all.
Thank you. Councilwoman Thomas.
I would like to say this to this next thing, like, Mr. Harvey, I understand why you probably don't know exactly how duties of council and duties of mayor. That is why everybody there, because you get voted in, you should take time, you know, get your training, get your handbook. And if we all, you know, laws are in here that guide for both sides. And if all of us follow the laws and the duties of the council, and the mayor follow his laws, and duties of him, the city will run through. I understand what you're saying, but you got some people that sit up here that really do not know the duties of the council. And I'm just being honest, so it, like you said, we all need to get together, but if some people start signing themselves up in the training, going to training, because we should know our duties.
Okay, Mr. President, they got something. Really, you don't have to go to school on what, you ain't supposed to run a day-to-day operation. You don't have to keep on running the book. It's simple. Do what you're supposed to do. We both supposed to take charge of our ward. I'm Ward 8. And like I said, I'm gonna do what I'm supposed to do in Ward 8. I'm not gonna come up here and try to run a day-to-day operation. I'm gonna do what I'm supposed to vote on. And even the people told us, loud and clear, we ain't nothing. All we have now is when we come up here and vote. We don't want to run a day-to-day operation. Now, that's what the league told us in that repass, what do we call it? We had, retreat. They told us loud and clear. Councilman, y'all do not supposed to be able to run a day-to-day operation. All the time you got power when you open the wheel. But again, think about it. That's why I said I appreciate you, Paul. I think we need to work with it. And just ourselves with it. They made it clear that we don't have that power. But y'all want it. Because we council, we ain't nothing.
We know.
We ain't nothing. They told us that.
Oh, it might not be nothing, but
I'm just, I appreciate it. But that's what they told us, the past told us. And I'm gonna respect that. I'm a councilman, and I give a warning, I'm gonna do what I can, if y'all need me help, and y'all know what I would do, but I get your permission on it, but I'm not, trying to sit off. That's what I'm not elected for. And they said it clearly, and I thank you, I'm glad that you feel different, but that's what the league told us. And I'm gonna buy what the league said. Again, they told us I'm okay, thank you.
All right, Councilman Johnson, that's your 2 times. I think someone else has spoken more than 2 times. Councilman Mario, do you have anything on this one?
I did, and what I wanted, I just want to say 2 quick things. I understand and I appreciate what you said. I think I understand. When I don't, I ask. But I respect the mayor. He is the mayor of the city of Selma. And when I hear one body or one group saying, this is what you need to be doing, Councilman Harlan, and then the mayor says, no, this is not what you're supposed to, I get confused. I don't do this stuff every day. I've been in the council for 1.5 years. I think I know. But when I have respect for people telling me 2 different things, sometimes I get frustrated. And I don't, and I understand, I hear you, Councilman Johnson, we need to talk specifics. Staying out of day-to-day operations is not specific. That is a general statement. I want to know specific things that we are and aren't supposed to do. That's all I agree.
Thank you. Anyone else that has not spoken on this would like to speak?
No, yes.
Okay, well, let me speak on this and hopefully we can move on. First and foremost, I've taken the training, I've been taking several trainings, and I'm also an attorney for the state out there. I know my job, I know my role, and I think most of us here understand our position. We understand that as members of the Selma City Council, we are responsible for the finances of the city. We know that we have to take votes regarding the expenditures of revenue of taxpayers. We also know that we're responsible for all properties associated with the city of Selma. We also know that we have appointment powers that we have invested by state law. We also know that under ordinance, we have various appointment powers. The problem is not the council. The council, the majority of this council has been going to training. And the majority of this council, I believe everybody can read and understand and knows what we're supposed to do. The problem is we must work with each other in truth and be sincere when we say work together and not undermine one another, but actually work with one another. and not try to do things all the time to sway public opinion and to get people mad at council members and all those types of things. If we stop playing games and going out to the public and try to, instead of saying, I want to work with these people on the council, and try to work with truth and sincerity, try to work together and not demonize them, and try to make them look bad for some reason. It's time to stop with politics. Politics is in everything that we do. We understand that. We're all grown. But it's when you're not sincere, you're not truthful, and you try to bend things to go towards your way. That's when you have problems. Many of us that took these seats when we decided on, we said we were going to try to do things different. And we are. Because some of us I know don't make deals. I think I told that before. I don't do deals. I do my job. I come up here, and whether you agree with me or disagree with me, that is fine. But you don't have to hate me. You can disagree with me respectfully and not make the tone so ugly. Other cities can do this. Cities far bigger than Selma do this. People every day meet and decide on things, negotiate, compromise, do it in public. It does not take all of this to run the business of Selma. If you act with people truthfully and stop making it about yourself. It's really about Selma out there. And try to make this a good place where when people graduate, our children are so quickly run out of town that they actually won't stay there. If we take and examine ourselves, because it starts with all of us, and council, no one up here is perfect. We've done some things, I've done some things that are not right. All of us have. We can all work together better. And Councilman Harville, as I sit here, I thank you for the spirit in which you brought that in. Because they came from an authentic place. And I thank you for that, for trying to create some stability. We don't have to go out and hold hands with one another, but by God, we need to be able to work together to sell. The community is tired of the fuss, tired of arguments, tired of drama. The community is ready for Selma to go. And ladies and gentlemen, let's be careful what we put on Facebook. I don't think I have to say this, but if you are in a leadership position, don't use Facebook as a tool to hurt somebody and talk about somebody and expect businesses to want to look at you. You can't go out and talk about folks ugly and then come back and say, well, let's work together. That's not being truthful. That's not being sincere. Use social media for something good. Because despite what people say, actually, the council and the mayor, guess what? Have agreed probably about 90% of the time on this. But you wouldn't know that. Because you think that we're always at odds. Most of those we take all apart. They're together. It's that small percentage where people get carried away. Ladies and gentlemen, I am so sorry that I took this time and all this time to take this and have this talk. But I feel like we're on the cusp of doing great things in Selma. People want us to succeed from other cities. They always talk about what's over there to do positive for Selma. Let's stop getting in the way of progress and work together. Any other? Council comment.
I've got some business. I don't want to take up too much time, but I've got a lot. As I mentioned overnight, I've got 3 POs for discretionary funds. One is Main Street, Alabama, sending the Sunray Belt Authority and a couple of council people to the Main Street Alabama Conference in Opelika. This is something that is going to help Ward 3 downtown as part of Ward I wanna try to improve our downtown, and this is the best way that I know how. And so,
We need a motion for that.
yes, sir.
Yeah, I make a motion to approve.
That's second.
And that might come out to the street.
That's correct.
Third.
All right,
We got dual rules.
yes. All right, we got a motion from Councilman Farwell and a second from Councilwoman Jamie Thomas. Y'all ready for questions? Take a roll call.
President Young, Council Harder.
Yes.
Council Thomas, Council Carmichael,
Yes.
Councilwoman James, Council Randall, Council Jensen,
Yes.
Councilwoman Jane Thomas,
Yes.
Council Young.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Can you read back those words, please?
Yes, there are five.
Thank you. All right, the second one is a purchase order for Ron Mutt Photography. We are recording all the uninhabited houses in the Selma Historic District. Photo documentation, start from Marshall Place on northwest to encompass the entire Old Town, Riverview, and White House districts. The photographs will be uploaded on the digital file for future redevelopment use. And we're committed to assisting in promotion of Selma through the photography. This is a flat rate of $2,500 that basically we're trying to get all of this information filed so that we can work on, in the future, redevelopment process of the historic area, sort of Selma.
And where is this from?
This is from the discretionary, again.
I mean, the contract for council's discretionary.
There you go, second.
Second. Was that almost? Second.
All right. We've got a motion from Councilman Farwell and a second from President Young. Can I go roll call?
President Young.
Yes.
Council Harder.
Yes.
Councilwoman Thomas, Council Carmichael,
Yes.
Councilwoman James, Council Randall, Council Jensen,
Yes.
Councilwoman Jane Thomas,
Yes.
Council Young.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, right. All right, the third one is with Middleton Farm. It is a video for some houses, some trees at the address. These addresses, 101 Footwood Drive, 107 Footwood Drive, 703 Tremont, 630 Tremont, 513 Parkland, 107 Water, and then there's a couple of corner of Ernest Tremont. Didn't have an address, I think. The total is $6,550. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trees that are going to be coming down with that. Are mostly dead trees, and I'm not getting all the dead trees in Ward 3. There are other dead trees, and I apologize I didn't get on this. But these, I went down a list that I had told the ward on, and these were all the ones that I had on the list. I've since got a couple more, and I'll try to get those down when we can.
I need to ask a question for you.
Go ahead.
Okay, now, we doing it as not contracts anymore, we just doing it as a PO and bringing it to the council, or do the training now, making a contract, well, how we doing it? Since the situation happened in last month, which there's been like 4 or 5 changes, how we do these, tree cuts or contracts, I'm just trying to see if we're trying to do the contracts now, or we just doing a PO, how we doing it?
I mean, it's just a basic, cut, dry,
And then bring it from us and we'll approve it and move on with it.
Yeah, I mean, it's about a letter of the law, this is, even though it's an equal, it's about a letter of the law, it's a contract.
It's a
Because there's performance for, there are services rendered for the price.
Yes.
It's a contract.
I said that because when we were going through this headache in the last situation, there was a process we had to go through. And president was, had the right to go ahead and sign off with President Bowie at the time, sign off on the contract. I noticed we've been doing it differently now. I just want to get with the program, but I know everything different with the.
I just want to be clear, this is not discretionary.
I understand. I mean, regardless of the suspension of all of these, it's still the process we had to go through with the last administration.
There's actually different process for full lease and your general.
No, it was also the same with discretion as well. When we contract out the people that grant, it's a process, even with discretionary, we have to do. And also we had to get somebody to go back out there to make sure that the work was done before somebody to sign off on it. Now, this was the list that we got from, we got, the people in Montgomery. Yes. Now, again, I'm just trying to be on top of everything. So now, if I'm trying to have it changed, then I'm okay with it. If I got a tree from that, I got a page tree, about to get ready to fall. And I just want to make sure that if that's the case, like I import from Denmark, I just want to follow the lead. But the way I got it, it's a contract to be done. And that's where it happened. If you notice, the last thing I've been doing was contracts, and get the mayor to sign off on. So I'm just saying, if there's another way that y'all say we need to do it that way, I'm fine with it. I just want to make sure I'm doing what I got to do with the tree within the right way. So if you're saying, it's trying to say that's the right way we need to do it, I want to do it simple. I love the way you said it. It's just a simple way to do it. Get in, boss, and let's do it with the council going on and move on. So I just want to make sure that when I get my tree, I want to make sure it's done the right way. That's all I'm saying.
Can I say something?
Go ahead, Councilwoman.
It's the same way like when they bring us some POs for 32,000 and things like that. A lot of people don't know, if you go to your selected reading, it will tell you the contract and your purchase order is the contract.
It is.
And by law, by state law, on the selected 2020 version, selected reading, it has it in there. So a lot of times when we were doing it, like he was saying, a lot of people didn't know that a purchase order is a contract. You can do a PO as a contract. A lot of things they get done from day-to-day operation, they do PO and it be over the amount. So it's a different, you gotta know the different, it can be done like that too. They have it in our selection.
Well, I asked somebody to be on that.
Go ahead, sir. And let me say this, we're not gonna solve every issue tonight, so let's briefly go ahead and determine, express, and then whatever action we'll take, let's take action, then let's talk. Go ahead, Councilman. Mr. Chairman.
But everything like that will be. So there is a process of being approved by the city council itself, previous council. A PO is a contract. It has parties, consideration, scope of work. 2 or 3 procedural questions are most important. Number one, and there's been some discussion about separation of powers or responsibilities. The council cannot supervise, you can approve the contract, you can't supervise the work. So that's an ultimate legal question. Who comes back and says, yeah, this is done, such and such a date, on the 27th days, and then they're negotiating, pay the invoice. That's a critical consideration, supervision of the work. The other one, Councilman Johnson already alluded to, is procedure. How do you work with the process all together from beginning to end, from PO to signing off on it? But the key component, I think, is the council's own procedures that are previously that needs to be reviewed.
Okay. Briefly, Councilman Michael.
Yeah, I just want to follow up on this. So, Megan noted this, that I believe the procedures include anything under $5,000. Is under $5,000 is discretionary fund. I'm recollecting here. So Secretary Ellison up there is nodding at this, I think we're true. So I believe it's in there about $5,000. So good catch there, Councilor Johnson. I would like to try to get this in the mayor's hands and see if we can move forward with this. And just let them know I'm trying to use my discretionary funds. And hopefully they'll move along with that, and get the proper documentation from the clerk's office and.
Okay. I see the clerk was right here, then I'm gonna say some questions.
I just want to verify those averages.
Yes, 101 Hooper Drive, 107 Hooper Drive, 703 Tremont, 630 Tremont, 513 Parkman, corner of Furnace and Tremont, and 107 Water Avenue. And once again, this is $6,550. I think 7 trees and the stumps got it. I think we got like 3 trees last time for the same amount that the stumps did. So I just want to make sure that we move forward with getting these stumps.
Okay. So Councilman Carmichael, for the record, you're making a request to the mayor's office to visit those different properties. You're gonna get him that information that you have, and hopefully he'll get something back to us with a recommendation. Is that pretty much what you're saying?
That's right.
Okay. So Madam Clerk, put that in as a request, please. A written request in there, and hopefully we'll get a response. All right, so there's no action that's gonna be taken on that, so we can move on to something else. If there's no action that's gonna be taken on that. Any other items that you need to take action on right now? I know I have an item. Go ahead, Councilwoman Thomas.
I have an item on the National Night Out, where we, it's part of, it falls up under 94.01, serves the purpose of the citizen of Selma. National Night Out was done by the Public Safety Committee and, our first responders, police department, the fire department, sheriff, everybody is involved when the whole city comes out on August the 5th at the stadium, where we will have National Night Out for the parents and the kids to come out and also we have speaking, be present at. And we have a list of things that we give, like t-shirts and things to the kids, for National Night Out. And we're asking to put this amount coming from the police department for National Night Out at $8,933.40 to be out of our American Rescue Fund for this event.
Okay. 8,000, how much was that?
It is $8,933.40.
Now, what that comes from?
It's coming from the American
That's
Rescue,
what I'm saying, how they get it amount?
because of all the items that they got. You should have it in the phone. She gave it to every council person. You should have it. Ms. Ellis sent it to everybody with all the supplies.
And this is already been approved by Chief Fulford.
Yes, it came with people for us to go for this meeting.
All right, since this was not brought up at the last meeting, and this event is coming up soon, we would need to,
We brought it up.
we brought it up at
At
the
the work
last meeting.
session. We discussed it at the work session.
You all did discuss it.
Yes, sir. We brought it up at the work session and we discussed it because we wanted to know,
We knew we had to vote on this meeting.
yes, we brought it up in our work session.
All right, council, is there a motion to approve, funds for the National Night Out, economic $8,990.46, to be taken with funding to come from the American Rescue Plan, unrestricted funds. Is there a motion to that effect? Is there a second?
Second.
All right, please allow the to reflect that it's moved by Councilman Harville and properly seconded by Councilman James Thomas.
And it came to them through their email. We gave it to them.
Okay, are we ready for the question? Yes, ma'am, Madam Clerk. $8,993.40. Is that correct?
$8,933.
Okay. Say that again, I'm sorry.
$8,933.40.
Okay, $8,933.40.
Yes.
All right, are we ready for the question? Roll call, Madam Clerk. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
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 Yes. Thank you. Any other, business? Okay, click on.
And this is to, I misread my discretionary fund balance when I asked the council to approve the service. I need to request that I transfer $3,000 travel account and then take $1,100 from the police to cover the work that he's doing, cleaning up like Midland back behind and appreciate the people where he lives with all that garbage. It's become a health risk and I need this taken care of.
Can you make that motion so that clerk, we should get those accounts?
Certainly, can I hand it to you this side, you can vocalize it, or can I just, it's coming from, travel account 51029.1 3,000. And then oil lease 108 600
All right, is there a second? That was your motion, right? He made a motion to make that transfer.
Second.
All right, it's been moved and properly seconded. It's moved by Councilman Harville, properly seconded by Councilwoman Thomas to make the transfer as read into the record by Councilman Harville and also as provided in writing to the clerk for said motion. Are we ready for the question? Roll call, Madam Clerk. Yes.
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 Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Councilman Carmichael, I think I saw green next year.
Yes. I have several financial questions to read over the record, and I will make sure I get these two in writing. Madam Clerk, it's probably not going to be able to keep up. All right, financial questions. We need revenue specific to the police department for use of off-duty officers closed streets and as bridge and for special events going back to fiscal year 2020. Specific and when I say that, I mean, checks. We need a column in there that knows what budget checks. We need to know what obligated funds or accounts payable we have outstanding every month and how many are on each. There's yeah, I want to outstanding. Somebody say, oh, we've got $2 million, $100 million payments. The same contractor that was going to do Bruce said, yeah, they paid for cleaning up their animals, spending. If it's over budget, and this is just a reminder, if a line item goes over budget, it needs to come before the council. 3/4 of the way through the year, several line items are provided. The FEMA reimbursement was there. I'd like to know what we got, an explanation for it. Grant dollars, those budgets, I wonder, when we get grant funds in, how those grants are budgeted. We approve that we're gonna match the grant, but what about the grants that came in and what expenses did we approve for each grant? And what's the balance of that? Are we spending all the account. There's a fiscal agent fee of $5,500 from long-term debt service line 5,017. I'm curious about.
So what?
A fiscal agent fee of $5,500 from long-term debt service. Line item 5,017. All right, 51640.1 and 51640.8 are expenses that should have been taken from the Alabama Trust Fund discretionary accounts. I'd like to see the minutes and the votes. Need resolutions for any fund account expenditures on those line items. 51640.1, 51640.8. These are something that was expended out of our gas tax. And I'm pretty sure that was supposed to be taken out of always discretionary. I'd like to make sure we're clear on those. What is 301.1, quote unquote, Selma drainage? And 51055.1, fixed assets over 5,000 dash drainage. Those two are accompanying one another, and they're labeled drainage, but I'm not sure. And then again, these are things that I don't recall budgeting. I don't recall discussing them. They may have a perfectly good explanation for them, but I'd like to answer. I'd like an explanation for Fund 14, planning and development. That may be the fund where those grants are, the grant dollars what I was asking about. It seems to be a new fund, Fund 14, planning and development. Fund 7, 45955, recycling project revenue, $108,000. We'd like an explanation for that. Did you go home for recycling projects? Fund 88, 2014 water pollution warrant. Is this the FEMA reimbursement that Hall uses for emergency situations, drainage? That's Fund 88, that's 2014 water pollution warrant. Again, this is something that I'm seeing this added. It seems new to me. And hopefully it's a way to account for some of these things that maybe we weren't accounting for previously. I know we have a hammer on that. Anything that comes in, we make sure we account for it. Everything goes out. Hopefully that's what some of these things are. There's a payment to a DECA in the accounts table that we had. I think it was $75,000. Curious what that is. That's if we're paying back a grant or what that is. I think we need, just based on the municipality manual, and it makes complete sense to me. We should be looking at 5 years of revenues to judge what our revenues for this year. We don't need to look at last year and the year before and say, oh, we went up $1 million each year, and then this year we're playing out, so let's increase $1 million. I don't get that. We need to look at the last 5 years. We only took in $16 million 5 years there. We should take that into account. And the last thing that is not a financial question, I think we need to see the list of private properties that are being cut by the city of Selma. I don't believe we're supposed to cut private properties without resolutions and documentation on all of that coming before the council. So I will be sure I can get.
Go ahead, I like what you just said.
I'll be sure that I get this to you, Madam Clerk, and just so we're clear on it. I'll email it to you right now.
Yes, you don't know why, Mr. Jackson. I wish we could have done that a little bit, better, because, you know, that was a long list of stuff, and right now, I'm looking at, writing, I know she's trying to afford this thing time. We gotta find another way to try to do this here, to be, get the council done. I heard you just say you would email it to her. And I think we got to work together, and how long have you had this, council?
I created the last financial report that we got.
Today, yesterday,
When we got the financial report on July 14th, 8 days ago.
okay, I'm saying, but
We have a city treasurer, I was up to the treasurer, I was like, ask the treasurer.
I know, but we got to tell our secretary to go ahead and try to get you there. I hope we could have an answer about that. You know, but I'm just saying, don't get me wrong. It's supposed to be done, but I'm just saying that.
Y'all said that was council point there, y'all said y'all was gonna read it to the minutes.
Yeah, I understand, but what I'm saying is, if we each check out a copy of it, and let us kind of look at it, and that way this much better about our, so I don't know, we good, y'all good with them?
Yes.
Okay. Any other unfinished business or new business? Yes, Councilman.
I was finding out, I looked at the budget, I wanna ask, I didn't see it was in the American bond. Have we paid that bond, but we have to be doing that bond to the second,
Present your question to the clerk.
clerk, could you find out with the American bond that I seen, we're supposed to be the deadline, it's supposed to be the second and I think the 23rd of 2023, or the second and the third. We have two bonds that coming off on the same day. But in her report, in the budget, she doesn't have that on there, but it was still in our last auditor report. So I'm trying to figure out where is that, give us a status on that bond. I'm quite sure we had finished.
I think you can sum it up, let's say, give us a status on both of those bonds.
On both of them.
Now, clerk, we able to get that.
I already got it. I have
Here's the bond, all the other bonds.
the other bond is right, but she left off the American bond. Trying to find out if we paid that bond off.
Do you have the name of the other bond?
The other bond is straight, it's on.
I thought you said two bonds.
What I said, we have two bonds to be finished on the second, Mr. February, I think it's the 3rd of 2023.
Okay, and you gave us the name of the American bond.
So I don't need the other one. I just need to.
So she just needs to know the status of the American. Okay, anything else? Anything else?
Old business?
Yeah.
Yes. Sorry. There was a request for a letter of intent from the web company, Thursday, they came before us. And he didn't always think, expecting us to, figure out what we're gonna do on this. So I'm not sure if everybody's had a chance to look over that letter of intent.
I mean, I particularly don't have an issue with it. I don't know what the proper procedure is to get it executed, but I don't have an issue at all.
And I read over Mr. President, because I did want to ask him a question, but I didn't have to after I already looked up something else. So, and I know that is Governor K. Ivey has approved all this and stuff, so I don't have anything else to ask.
Okay, is there a proposed action?
To move forward on.
Is there a proposed action you have, Councilman Carlisle?
Yeah, I'll make a motion to accept the letter of intent.
I'll say.
All right. Moving proper second, moved by Councilman Carlisle, proper second by Councilman Hartman to approve the letter of intent from the company. Are ready for the question? Roll call, Madam Clerk. I'm going to abstain because I came to a work session late, so I'm not listening. So I'm abstaining.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I abstain of the president on work session.
Yes.
I also have to abstain, I was.
Thank you for that. Can someone provide me with the document? Okay. Oh,
That's just a letter. There's components for liability. It's a item that would be, saying whether they can do this.
And I'm not going to consider.
Well, I will get the license.
I'll change my vote to yes. Can you read the results of the vote now? Motion passes. Ladies and gentlemen, this is something 11:10 is not binding. And if we choose to take up further action, we'll actually have to come back and actually have an actual reading that we have to vote on. So this is not binding. All right, any other matters?
Can I get a copy of that? Okay, I'm not sure.
Yes, sir.
But we gonna move forward. I just need to talk.
Yes, it was emailed to everyone, it's the same time.
All right.
You should add those.
Any other matters of unfinished or new business? All right, council, the attorney has actually requested an executive session that's going to take no less than how many minutes? No more.
Was that on our agenda?
No more than 20 minutes for executive session. He's asking to discuss under section 36-25A, that's 7, to possibly discuss litigation or the potential of litigation. Is there a motion to approve such executive session at this time? Is there a motion?
So,
All right, is there a second? All right, it was moved by Councilman Johnson, the proper seconded by Councilman Harville, going to this executive session for a period of no less than 20 minutes. Discuss litigation, no more than 20 minutes, discuss litigation, potential litigation under section 36-25A. I'll call out there. Wait, one question? Yes.
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 Yeah. Right. Stand and take a session here, no more than 20 minutes.
Okay. I'm ready.
Yeah.
You got one? Yes.